Alrighty, folks, we're back. Back with more Dark Tide for yous all. So, who are you, what are you, and to celebrate National Mascot Day, who's your favourite mascot and why? Starting with Rowan.
Why did you do this? Hello, I'm Rowan. I'm playing Juniper, a small cat creature with knives.
And a motorbike.
I live on a very loud road. Favourite mascot?
Yes.
What? Like, what kind of a mascot? Like, we're talking cereal here, or?
You could have a cereal, you could have like the ones you get for like, American hockey or football teams. You can get anything you want that looks like a thing in a costume that advertises something. I mean, you could have the shark from IKEA if you want.
That's not a mascot, though.
I mean, it's become a mascot.
What? It's not a mascot for IKEA, it's a mascot for trans people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the only one I can think of is like the little weasel thing from like really early furry fandom. That's the only thing I can think of right now. I can't even remember the name, it's like a space weasel.
A space
This is like the 1980s. Yeah. I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool.
Fair enough.
Space Weasel.
The doodle that launched a fandom.
Alright. Tom?
Do you want the... hi, I'm Tom. Currently, I'm playing... Character I'm playing died last time, so I'm playing a new one, which we will find out shortly. Do you want the sensible answer, the inappropriate answer, or the extremely inappropriate answer?
I want all three.
Which order?
Let's get worse. So normal, then inappropriate, then very vastly inappropriate.
I've played a lot of Minecraft over the years, and so the Creeper, I think, is a pretty decent mascot. It's, not titular character, but it is, front and center of most Minecraft experiences as the...
Yes.
The inappropriate answer would be the Hooters owl. Why? They have an owl? Well, probably because it goes.
I'd be
but
fair.
Other than that, I mean, that's clearly about as much thought they put into it.
Yep. It's all about the owl.
I can't say the last one. I just can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What's it for?
It doesn't. It was just a very crude comment about something that isn't actually that crude. So it's not actually super inappropriate.
We're being told by chat you have to say or it doesn't move on.
Coca-Cola Father Christmas.
Coca-Cola Father Christmas? Fair enough. Don't really know why that's inappropriate, but carry on. This has got fucking weird already. Alright, Eden.
Hello, I'm Eden. My character's Ray, Tormentor Mage, Mortician, Lawyer, all that. Does the Grandad from the Werther's original adverts count as a mascot?
I'm sure we could make him count.
I mean, he exists across all countries. There are different Granddads, but they're all ostensibly the Grandad.
Yes.
So that's my pick then.
Okay. Represented, of course, by AJ in the UK. Alright, and finally we have Bach.
Hi, I'm Bach. I play Tristan, rogue ranger, and as far as mascot goes, Pillsbury Doughboy.
Good choice. Good choice.
That's an excellent choice.
Alright, well, what happened last week?
Someone died.
I died again. We communed with some forest elves, and they were really fucking weird. But they weren't outwardly aggressive until we tried to leave, whereupon they set some forest guard dogs on us, as it were. And this guard dog was like a 10-meter tall, 5-legged, rock guardian of death and destruction. And we fought it and we killed it, but unfortunately someone died by being squashed when it died, and it just went.
I did go straight down and squash you. Yes. That was.
Yes, we kind of stumbled about in the dark for quite a long time as it got darker and darker until we came upon the bizarre creature stomping about.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, shall carry on from there then. Just say there's no Amy this week because she has been called into extra overtime, so she is not available for this week. Right. So, you return to the village you were in, and I think you packed up and left as soon as you got back, if I remember right. So you are back on the road. All of you are feeling kind of sad at the loss of Anna. Was it Anna?
No, it was. Who have we just lost?
Oh, William.
William.
William
William Apple.
William Appel.
William
That was
Appel.
it. Yes. So you've
Appel. Who knows? They weren't very good at spelling in his village.
you carry on, and all of you are a little bit sad at the loss of William. And as you go along the road, you see in the distance a sort of light bit of like smoke and stuff. It must just be the approaching larger city of Tantreville. But when you get maybe a couple of miles away, you come across this cart that seems to be broken down on the road at the edge of this forest with a small dwarf frantically waving at you as you get close. What do you want to do?
I'll note the dwarf waving at us and turn to the rest of them. Another person in the road waving us down. What's going on around these parts? Well, aside from the Darkspawn and the bloody Canary. Shall we stop and help him? What do you think?
Juniper is already waving a knife back.
Well, I guess that's my answer.
Okay. The cart, as you get closer, you notice the cart has no horses. It seems fine apart from the fact it has no horses. And as you get close, the dwarf beckons you down by saying,
No! Grey Wardens? You better be. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? Oh, what a day! Fantastic. Don't suppose you could lend a helping hand, would you? I'm on my way to Cumberland and delivery, strangely enough, of weapons to your good selves. Well, maybe not you specifically, but you know, your quartermaster in the area. I hear there's a local HQ in Cumberland. That's where I'm headed. And there's been an uptick in the demand for weapons recently, so I'm taking them down. But yeah, the bridle broke and the horses bolted. I'm never very good with horses. Any chance of an assist?
Well, yes, we happen to be Grey Wardens, and Wraith holds up his wrist for the usual identification. And, well, yes, if you know the location of some Grey Wardens, I'd be very happy to help you. Very happy indeed. We've been looking for some time.
Oh, have you got lost? You not got a map?
Lost would be one word for it. We've been on quite the gallivant across the country.
Oh, sounds complicated. No, I'm just here to sell things. I mean, you know, well, a smith by trade. I'm a humble man, half man. I'm not the best smith. Well, there's probably better smiths in Starkhaven than me, just in Starkhaven. But I tell you, there's no one on this side of the Shining Sea that's better at making gunpowder weaponry. Oh, I do love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. Zings you right along, it does. Right, so I don't suppose you'd be interested in buying any of the pieces in here before your quartermaster gets his hands on them, or would you rather just carry on?
I can't say I'm really one for swords or anything like that. I'm not in need of equipment myself.
Fair enough.
My friend Juniper here has a penchant for daggers, mind you.
Sharp and pointy.
I might have a few daggers around here. Root around. Turn up a handful of just sort of bog standard daggers. Got 3 steel daggers, 2 with wooden handles, 1 with leather. Any particular interest? Young creature?
She might already be pocketing them. How much are you looking at them right now?
Like, I'm holding them. I'm literally holding them. I'm like, these are the daggers, these are the daggers, these are the daggers I have.
Can I just take them?
I just have the image
I don't
of
think
Juniper
Julie
just
understands money as a concept other than if I give you this, you'll give me this.
That is, in fact,
You
how
might-
money works, strangely enough.
You might need to explain that, like, money is involved.
Ooh, all 3 of them. Blimey. Well, the wooden ones are about usually 4 gold apiece, and I'd ask for 3 for the leather one.
Ginny just kind of eyeballs you up and down, wanders over to the massive chest of gold we seem to forget that we have, and just kind of grabs a handful and, like, gives it to you. I don't think she knows how to count.
Well, I mean, it's gold. It's not coins. It's just like shavings, but I'm sure that'll do.
No,
That'll
I
do
think
nicely.
It was gold coins, wasn't it?
There's gold coins.
Wasn't it?
There's loads
Yeah.
of
Oh,
gold
I thought it
coins.
was like
When we
just
nicked
bits of
the
gold that we
carriage.
had.
No, we had a
something.
carriage and we nicked the entire thing, including the chest full of gold coins.
Yeah, I bet we did. That sounds like us. All right, fair enough. All right, fair enough. Well, on to I guess this one is the tip then. Well, thank you very much for your business. And maybe when I get back to the workshop, I'll have to make some more.
All right.
How am I going to get my... Now, there's quite a lot of stock in this cart, so how are you gonna... How do you think you could possibly come back with a horse, or...
As you,
Ostensibly, we have a 3rd horse of sorts.
Meow!
Cat, horse, face of the cat.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that horse.
Cat, horse.
Everyone wants to forget about Cat Horse. No one wants to remember this thing. Shall I Cat Horse it up then?
all right.
Alternatively, out of character, you could offer, say, why don't you put the stuff on one cart, on our cart?
You could.
Assuming we've got the space for it.
It's a big cart.
Admittedly, our cart's a bit like the TARDIS at this point, I think.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, the volume changes depending on the needs of the plot.
Yes, I think it went from having about enough space to put the bath in there and then the rest of the group to we're now ferrying a large group of elves and the bath and a variety
Like
of equipment.
50 people, you know, casually on a single car, you know, and all of our supplies.
It happens.
So you put the cat horse onto a new cart, and you head off along the road. But another couple of miles down the road, you see another cart. This time there's just blood everywhere.
No, not again.
Bloody hell. Glad I didn't... No, they didn't get me. Was it bandits? It's usually bandits, isn't it?
I don't know. You want to use awareness to try and tell me what you find?
Yeah, I think we should all be looking out probably. Let's see.
Which cart is in front at the moment? Is Cat Horse leading the charge?
Did I even
I-
roll for Cat Horse?
I think it makes
Do I
sense.
have
Cat
to?
horse is in front.
Okay. So
So you guys are behind. So me and Rowan will have seen them. Well, sorry, me and Ryan. Sorry. What's my name? Ink. And
Ink.
Juniper will have seen first.
okay.
Oops, that's not plus. 10.
There are big slash marks everywhere. It could have been anything.
Yeah, that's about right. Bandits.
You see several bodies lying around of what looks like whoever was running the cart. The cart itself hasn't been looted. It seems just to have been left abandoned.
See, that seems less like bandits, because you'd think bandits would loot the cart.
Yeah, that does seem less like bandits. I'm gonna... Whoa! I don't know if that works on Cat Horse, but...
Roll to convince Cat Horse with Rain Flick?
God.
Does Juniper listen?
Yes.
Let's see.
Apparently.
Yes, natural 20. Apparently, you have the right consistency of flicking the
Juniper is so
reins for
surprised
Juniper
to be directed using the reins that she just obeys it without thinking for a hot sec.
You have the rare and powerful skill of cat herding.
I mean, maybe
Very rare skill.
maybe I've been at it the wrong time. Maybe I should have had thing horses this whole time instead of regular ones. The other ones certainly didn't like it when I did that. Anyway, let's have a look at this. I'm gonna hop down, have a look, have a poke around.
So you look at several of the bodies, they all have these massive slash marks across their chest. Seems to have cut through their leather armor.
Damn.
There's just blood everywhere. You notice that there is no sign of any of the horses.
Is there a trail leading off with blood?
Yes, there's a trail leading off with blood off to the sort of small patch of trees.
Is it drips on the ground, or does this look like a body's being dragged potentially?
It just looks like sort of drips that are sort of rubbed off on the ground as they kind of ran off, rather than it being like dragged or anything.
Looks like somebody was injured and made off for the bushes. They might well be out there still alive. Should we? I suppose we should follow. We don't want to be caught ambushed by whatever's out there. Better us head them off before they get us.
I agree.
That seems very sensible, I suppose. But I might stay a bit further back than you because well, I haven't done much fighting.
Not one for using the tools you make, no?
I use them. I'm pretty good at using them, but I'm not particularly good in actual combat. Shooting competitions, I'm your man. But actual combat is something that I've never experienced beyond a few scuffles and brawls. But I'll be, me and Besh we'll come along and we'll try and help, but don't know what I'm doing, so just bear in mind.
Okay, we'll lead the way then.
There's a sock puppet.
That's a sock puppet. So did you say you were going to investigate the thing, or did you say you were going head off? My brain reset.
Let's go and investigate, I think.
Okay. So you follow the trail, and it seems to be like quite large creature footprints leading all the way along, and then suddenly when it gets past the tree line, it seems to swap to being much more human-like footprints.
Interesting.
Maybe they got better and started running away from the thing that ate them.
Can I use tracking skills to tell exactly what kind of creature it was before it turned human again?
Sure.
Do I need to roll?
Actually, no. Tristan would probably know this. You probably don't need to roll. It's obviously quite bear-like.
Okay.
And there are several of these bear-like prints that seem to all become human-like prints once it gets to the tree line.
What-row? Werebear. Werebear/Fink.
Shapeshifters, possibly.
How is it a bear and then a person? Is this magic?
Probably.
Yes, there's a variety of different magic that allow people to take on the forms of various beasts. This certainly looks like it has the hallmarks.
Well, didn't know that. I thought magic was for fire and water and stuff.
Is there clear human footprints to keep following?
There are human footprints you can keep following. Yes, they seem to sort of you notice by the sort of the amount of foot on the ground, basically. You can tell if someone's running quickly by only seeing the ball of the foot rather than the full footprint. You can tell that they seem to have been running like barefoot for a while. They seem to have ran
Bare-
between this and another patch of trees.
Barefoot as in B-A-R-E or
Yes, B-A-R-E.
B-E-A-R? Okay.
A rare case where you have to stipulate.
Yes.
It's, yeah. Normally it's fairly obvious, but... do we keep following them then?
I mean, if we're gonna find out what's going on and not get surprised by something later, it's probably smartest to, maybe.
Assuming they don't get too deep into the woods.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we don't go too far off our, you know, trail, our plan.
Can't have them doubling back on us and catching Manny unaware or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it makes sense.
Okay.
How long
So-
until we get to that second patch of trees then?
So you just follow the trail to the second patch of trees. As you're standing in the second patch of trees, you look and you see a group of about 6 or 7 men, wearing what could only describe as some sort of bedsheet style clothing, like crudely draped across them, walking along the road towards the front of the cart. Or
Which
the carts, as it were, the 2 carts that you
Oh.
have on the road. And one of them hails down Manny
Manny?
and says, what
Dear.
have you done to this poor horse? It's been so hungry, it's got a bone.
Oh my god. Manny's gonna be like, well, I don't know though. I haven't. That's a good point. I haven't fed it, but it's still standing. Dumb and dumber.
Yeah, I'm like,
You haven't fed this horse so much it's skin and bone. Actually, it's just bone.
They don't eat
It's even
much,
worse.
no. It's just an horse. It's been an undead horse. It's not really needed much. We resurrected it a while ago. You did what? That poor horse. When's the last time you cared attention? Look at its hooves.
When was the last time we combed its mane? It doesn't have a mane.
Can Junie give a horrible purr wicker noise thing and distract them?
As you do this, the man who was talking turns and looks at Junie and goes, "And what is this?" and walks over and just stands about maybe 6 inches away from Junie's face in shock and awe, looking at Cat Horse and goes, "What kind of hybrid bastard is this?"
Meow!
He takes 2 steps back and just looks with wide eyes at it and goes, Is this imported from somewhere? Have you got a license for this?"
I'm not sure such a license even exists, truth be told.
Can Junie speak while Cat Horse?
I think so. I don't think we ever made that as a defined thing, so sure.
Yeah, I think we just kind of kept making the meow whinnies as a joke. I never actually thought about it. Jesus Christ. What would even Junie say? Like, maybe just the words "too close" and just kind of back off a little bit.
The 2 or 3 other of the men come behind the first one and sort of look around the shoulder and go, I've never seen anything like this. And they go, "Yes, we should free its brothers. We shouldn't let it be." And you
Can just transform back into a cat thing.
you can. One of them starts moving towards the where you're sort of not bridled, but where you're like tied to the cart, and starts going to unstrap you from it.
Turns back into cat person and holds up a knife.
Okay, you just turn back to cat, and they all look kind of wide-eyed, and the one that was undoing it jumps back and goes, what is this? What's going on?"
Gonna waggle a dagger at them and go like, "Go away!"
They begin to sort of they move like they're almost in some sort of huddle and sort of you hear whispering, and then you occasionally looking at Junie and then back to whispering again.
Points dagger and hisses.
All right. the one turns around and looks at Manny and goes, "Right, we don't know what to do about that." And looks at Ginny and goes, "But we're gonna take your other horses. You don't have any right to them." And this Manny just sort of looks at him and goes, I don't know what's going on. You throw a dagger if you want. Usual, just roll to throw.
Does anyone have any complaints before I do this?
I mean, we are quite a way away. It might be hard for us to complain when we're so far away.
Yeah.
I just feel the small hairs on the back of my neck going up, being like, something's happening, but I don't know quite what.
My spider sense is tingling.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll throw a dagger.
Okay.
It's Dex, right?
Yep. You throw a
9.
dagger. You throw it. Somehow the blunt end smacks him on the head rather than the sharp end, and he goes, "Ow!" Brothers,
Go away!
brothers, we need to take this by force. And
Go away!
they all stand in a sort of weird T pose, and then you hear a sort of sound, and all of them turn into bears.
Can I just caterwaul loudly for help?
Yes. So as the rest of you all hear this very loud caterwauling and look over to see a group of about 6 bears standing in front of the carts, what do you want to do?
And we thought one bear was bad before.
Okay. Can I... I'm assuming I'm just standing in front of the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can I turn back into cat horse and charge them?
You want to charge them with the cart attached or without?
Without. Just
Okay.
charge and try and scatter them.
Okay, yeah, sure, roll.
I don't think you're going to have much luck
What would I be
charging a
rolling?
bear and scattering them.
Roll your strength. Let's see how this
Bears
goes.
are big and
Right?
heavy. You'd have more luck as a moose.
Moose.
I mean, if it was
Probably.
just a bear, then, I mean...
23!
But
you
it's a man bear.
you charge through them. All 6 bears scatter in different directions.
like the
Amidst
idea
very
that they're
confused
so-
roaring, as none of them know
Well,
how to deal with the cat horse in their midst.
I like the idea that they're so baffled by the idea that anything attacking them, they're just like, whoa! Maybe
gonna-
also because they don't want to hurt the horse, part of cat horse.
It'll certainly confuse them.
All right.
Are
Seeing
you
as there's
guys
an
running
outload of
back?
bears, I would like to grab the musket off my back and try and take a pot shot at one.
Okay, roll.
Bears! Great big bears! They're
Bears!
trying to eat that weird cat horse thing. I'm still not entirely sure. D20 plus... was it? 4. Oh, piss.
You miss by a fair shot, but the sound of your gun deafens everyone around you. It's very loud and causes the birds to fly from the trees.
Just waving away the smoke. Did I hear anything? Bugger!
Am
miss.
I close
Like
enough to
reload?
one of them that I can try and like horse kick one of them in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, you do this, and then we'll see what Wraith and Tristan are doing. But yes,
I'm
try and
guessing
kick
it's
one.
a strength again,
your strength, yeah.
yeah?
Yep,
18.
you rear up and clunk one of them in the head, crushing its skull. It just collapses into a pool of blood, leading to more panic. What's Tristan and Wraith doing?
I think Wraith, at the sound of the musket going off, clutched his chest and went, "Oh!" and he's looking around. "Oh, what the hell was that?" Oh, sees the smoke coming out of the end of the metal tube. And he's, "What manner of device is that?
A musket.
It's bloody loud."
Oh yes! You should hear the blunderbuss.
Well, it seems to have worked. Oh, let me help. And then Wraith turns towards the closest bear and thorn roots it to try and stick it to the spot.
Okay. Roll your magic.
That makes it a lot easier for me.
We have a 19.
Yes, you root one of the bears, which looks very confused, at the ground as these roots have suddenly come out and pulling it to the ground. What is Tristan doing?
Okay, before he's got his bow out now because but he's also trying to figure out why are the bears even like being this hostile, like the people are being this hostile. So he's trying to figure out if there's any way they can, hey, we've got the upper hand, and can we talk about this? Like what's going, like we don't want to hurt you if we don't have to.
Okay. You basically shout across for that. It gets no reaction as if everything is either kind of being incredibly panicked by the loud bang that's just been heard, or is confused by cat horse.
Well, he tried.
Yep. You wanting to take a shot as well, or you wanting to just...
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay.
All out. What, do I roll dex for
Yeah,
that?
add your dex.
Okay.
And press the advantage while we have it.
Yep. You shunk an arrow into the side of a bear's head. Again, it just collapses to the ground, blood pouring everywhere.
And did not land on anyone this time.
Yep. So there's...
They're much smaller than that previous abomination.
There's There's still 3 bears trying to who go next. They're going to all try and attack Manny, or at least try and attack the cart.
So is one of them's rooted and the other 2 are dead?
Yeah. So.
Or severely incapacitated.
One
anyway.
of them.
Can I run and try and like counter it?
Let's just see how many there are that do anything useful. So 2 of them have slashed at the your current horse's bindings. One of your horses, actually, do your horses bolt, or do they just stay where they are?
What horses do we even have? We've got an undead horse and...
Yeah, one of your horses just vaguely stays near the cart. The other one completely runs off.
I'm assuming it is undead horse that is stuck around.
Yes, I think the undead horse is sort of standing around confused as what's going on, whereas the other horse is bolted.
Was it a regular horse, the other horse?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that one that I saved from the cart that was abandoned.
Horse? Yeah. We've had a lot of different horses, and they've all mostly been weird, one way or another.
It was the one from a couple of sessions ago where they were tied up to the cart that had been attacked.
Right, yeah, I remember that.
So the one of the bears is frantically trying to gesture to the undead horse to leave, in bear form.
Shoo!
But the undead horse is just looking at it with its black void eyes, not really taking anything in.
While he's distracted, can I try and kick him as well?
Yep.
I like the idea of an undead horse trying to eat grass.
And they're just going in and falling out the bottom of it. Yeah.
Just falling out the bottom of its jaw.
Yep.
8. I think I missed that one.
No, you try and swing. The bear dodges you and still frantically tries to get this horse to understand. Run, you're free.
The world is awaiting you. So there's 3 living.
There's 4 living bears. One's in roots at the moment.
One's rooted.
Oh, I need to check if the root one breaks free from the roots. He shouldn't do, but just in case he gets a nat 20, no, he doesn't.
Okay. I would like to take a shot at the rooted bear on account of the fact that he's rooted and therefore easy to hit.
Such a hunter.
What am I rolling here? Just dex?
Your dex, yeah.
Oh!
There is an earth-shatteringly loud bang. You look over and the bear's got a massive hole, like easily a couple of inches wide hole through the side of it. And it collapses down with blood pouring everywhere.
Next!
How many bears are left?
There are 3 bears left who... I need to do a fear check for all 3 of them after that roll. One of them just hears that and just bolts. So one bear is gone. There are still 2 left.
Oh yeah, I guess that is quite a good point. There's not much in the way of gunpowder weaponry, is it? Okay, Lawmaster. Is there gunpowder at all in this? Is it gunpowder weaponry at all in this game, or is it?
It's not called gunpowder. They have
Black
something.
powder, sorry.
Yeah, but it's not like super common. It's not like something you would just go buy anywhere.
Unless you're
I don't
Qunari, I
It
believe.
is
Yeah.
there, but it is
It-
in the game somehow.
It's
But
the
not
only people in the game who, if anything, that come close to using it is dwarves and Qunari.
as a half dwarf. I think that qualifies me.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It occurred to me I should probably double, triple check that I'm not doing something that's
So
wildly
most
out
people
of
will
canon.
not have had much experience with, apart from maybe like cannons and ships and stuff like that. They will not have much experience with gunpowder
Small
weaponry.
arms fire. Although this is quite a big musket, to be fair.
Can I turn back into a cat, jump on top of the undead horse, and then try and like ride the undead horse into battle?
Yes.
That's going to be
Yes.
so uncomfortable.
Roll
She's just kind of crouched on top more so than sitting.
roll
She's kind of got
dexterity.
the
Roll dexterity.
okie dokie.
Let's see how you do with
23.
You swing onto the horse, you charge it forward, you then leap off of it and stab one of the bears, killing it dead.
I was thinking like staying on it and like hurling daggers from the top of the horse, if I'm honest.
Alright, okay, you stay on top and you hurl some daggers into a bear. It again just slumps down,
take
leaving
that.
the one remaining bear. It's
Turn.
it's Wraith and Tristan.
I'll shoot again.
Alright. Roll,
I mean,
please.
if there's one to Thorned Roots, I'll just try and assist again.
Nat 1.
Oh dear, I got a 9.
Let me just see where the nat 1 goes. Let's say even is a break, odd is a person. It's a person. Even is a cast, odd is an NPC. It's odd.
No. Manny. Manny, the undead horse.
Odd is a. Let's just say odd is. Actually, it's only Manny that's left, isn't it? So let's
There's
just do.
Manny and the undead horse, and I think
Let's
those are the
just
only
do-
NPCs we have.
2 is that, and 17. You shook an arrow, it misses the bear but inches and buries deep into Manny's left arm.
Ow.
So Manny, being a simpleton who is not used to injury, starts screaming very loudly.
A simpleton who's not used to injury. I think most people would scream very loudly if an arrow struck them in the arm. Simpleton or not.
So, and Wraith's Thorned Roots don't do anything. The final bear runs. He
Okay,
just
so 2
sprints off
ran,
to the side.
4
After
dead.
one last swing to sort of smack the undead horse in the arse to try and get it to run off as well, he runs off towards the line of trees.
That was weird.
Who's got visions of him clapping this bony pelvis?
Yep.
I'm guessing it doesn't work.
No.
Yeah. I don't think the
The
undead horse
nat
cares
20
much.
for staying with you earlier on, no, it doesn't work. It's basically like the undead horse is sort of blindly loyal to you now.
Aw.
It's kind of sweet, really, in a fucked up, disgusting kind of way.
All right.
We should. Ian,
Help Manny.
Your cart driver's got an arrow in him. Let's go. We got to fix that. Otherwise, he's gonna bleed.
So you run back towards the cart, the rest of you. Manny is literally screaming. He's just staring at his arm and screaming as blood is pouring down his arm.
Hold
And that's
still,
good.
Manny. I'll help.
You gotta push the arrow through, because if you pull it out, it'll do worse damage.
Yeah.
Okay, one of you hold his arm, one of you grab the arrow, and I'll be ready with the healing as soon as it's out.
I'll
Okay.
Dips the arm.
So as you hold this terrified Manny down and like pierce through his arm, pull it through, and Castiel, do me a heal, Eden.
Doke.
See how Manny's arm recovers.
Where's bloody Ruth when you need him?
Oh, critical.
That 20.
Oh,
You heal his arm fine. I was kind of hoping for a
Wonderful.
mid response, which means he's just have a hole through his arm for the rest of his game. But no, you heal him full. His arm is re-knitted back to normal.
Oh,
I apologize for the arrow.
It happens.
Manny is still screaming.
Manny, you're okay. Look at your arm. I promised I've made it all right again.
He's that one. He's still just screaming it. He watches what you've done. You've let go of him. He's still just like bringing a full breath, screaming, and then proper and screaming again and again and again. After about 5 minutes, he just begins to get paler and starts like looking dizzy before blacking out.
Bless him. He'll be fine.
That's really good. I was about to slap him.
Let him wake up in a
Listening.
couple hours and give him a hot cup of tea, and he'll be fine.
Oh, well, at least he's okay.
Yep.
Did we get all of them?
I think so.
2 of them ran off.
Two of them ran off. The rest are all dead.
I kicked that one, and I kicked that one.
You can everyone who wants to look at the bears give me an awareness check, please.
I will do that.
What's that?
Oh, whoops.
Oh.
No,
I noticed that it was in fact a bear, based on my score.
Yeah, you basically just
And
look at
Race
them
concurs
and you
with me
go,
that it was
yeah,
in fact a bear.
they're bears. You can't detect anything else on them.
It's disappointing. It was very strange the way they attacked.
Yes, I wonder what their agenda was. If any at all.
Did they say? Because we weren't right close at first, right?
Yep.
I asked Junie if they said anything to her, like when it first started, like what happened.
They wanted to take the horse. They wanted to take me as a horse.
That's not good.
And I said, go away. And they didn't. So I kicked them in the head.
Good Junie.
Meow.
Okay. So, yeah, basically when you once Manny recovers, you also ask him the same thing, and he tells you the exact same story of they just wanted to know if you had a license for Ginny. And apart from that, they said that you shouldn't have horses. They should be free. What are you doing?
Wait, did we ask his new character why the horses? Wait, why did his horses go away?
Oh, my horses, the reins snapped. And then
Oh,
they
right,
just
okay.
bolted and went somewhere.
Had a brain fart moment.
Yeah, no, I didn't get attacked by werebears. I was just, yeah. They weren't very
lucky.
good reins.
At this point, from within the cart, you hear "This sounds like you all need a better person to do your deals for you."
You know, I'd almost forgotten you were back there, Valerian.
Well, you know, I was having a quick 40 weeks. If I'd been awake, I'd have negotiated far better.
Well, the next time we run in some bears, we'll be sure to send you out front. Rest assured of that.
I'm a well-known dwarven bear wrestler. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah.
I'm going to look to our new compatriot with a look of like, is dwarven bear wrestling a thing?
I'm not paying attention to you.
He just
Can I get up onto the cart?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can I look for the source of the voice?
You see Valerian just sort of standing there, and he goes, you new, are you here to offer us some kind of trade or something? I mean, I could do a good deal for you.
I would like to reply, please. I would like to reply, sure thing, Lodgecroc. And then I would like to nut him on the nose, preferably.
Okay, do me a roll for that.
A 5. Wah, wah, wah.
Let's see how he reacts to you calling him that. That's a comma, that's not a full stop. As soon as you say that, he takes a step back and go, I don't know who you mean, friend. I've never known anyone of that name.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't know anyone of that name, because that's your name. Now, piss off.
No, my name's Valerian. I'm a city dwarf from, you wouldn't know me.
And yet, somehow, strangely, I seem to recall that I do know you. So how about you stop fleecing these poor sods and hop it?
Now, I mean, not everyone wants to buy gunpowder in this region.
You would know that as well, wouldn't you?
Well, I overheard your conversation. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, sure you did. Now hop it.
Well,
I ain't gonna let you take advantage of these honest souls. Push off.
Well, I'll just go back below and go back to my business. You keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Stay down there.
Okay, Valerian kind of gives you a very eyed up look and then makes his way back down. You notice he's keeping his eyes on you as he gets lower and lower in, and then again just one final glance and then pops back inside. Anyone else reacting to this, or?
I think
I'm not
Wraith
really
is mostly
sure.
just in awe at these two dwarves interacting and trying to observe any kind of cultural things that you might be able to glean here, but that might be a lost cause.
Me roll for me for 200 gold worth of iron.
You just hear from somewhere below, it wasn't iron, it was finest dwarven steel.
Bullshit! It was slate, coloured purple. Why did you even colour it purple?
Purple's a regal colour.
So what's he got on you then? What's he trying to roll you for? Is it weapons, money, food? Is he smuggling wine in the bottom of your cart? I won't put it past him.
Junie looks up from licking her ass and goes, I don't even know why he's here.
He seems to have simply decided that he's part of the crew at this point. We can't get rid of the bloody man. Keeps getting on the cart every time we go. He's hobbling after us. We even tried to just ride off without him last time, and here he is.
Like
Thanks,
a bad penny.
Loudcar.
So you've a history with him. He's known amongst traders, is he? I'm not that surprised.
There's a warrant for him in a couple of cities for fraud.
Oh. You say he's... Well, if he is a criminal, and Wraith is looking around at everybody trying to gauge reaction. If he is a criminal, then really it's our duty to do something about that then, right? We ought to have him tied up, and maybe gagged.
And throw him off the cart?
Well, if there's money to be made, we could always dump him in the next town.
I don't know if the bounty's
Junie
much.
points again to the massive fucking trunk of gold coins.
Yeah. I don't know if he's worth much anyway. It's not exactly, stealing a whole castle levels of fraud. He's a petty con man. He's got a warrant in Starkhaven and Kirkwall, as far as I know. Maybe even Tantervale.
I'll slit his throat. Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Jesus, there's no need for that. Sorry, hang on, Jesus.
Hold him down. Easy.
Gods, there's no need for that.
Easy. Problem
Casually
gone.
inserting Christian mythology into our fictional universe.
Do you need a
Prostate
sword for little
tits, there's no need to
forearms?
do that.
Jesus, no, Jesus was my mother's name. Yes. That's the canon reason for saying Jesus.
Oh god. So as you debate what best to do, you hook the carts back up. Are you gonna try and find your other horse, or are you gonna just try and see if you see it on the way to Tanserville?
We could have a look for it.
Yeah, if we saw the direction it bolted in, then I suppose we can keep an eye out as we head off.
Mm-hmm. So you head along the road. You eventually you come to basically you can see Tanterville down the bottom of the hill. It's quite a relatively large city. Yeah, it's a relatively large city on the river, and you don't see your horse anywhere around. But as you come into the city, you find the stables and make yourself somewhat comfortable with a stables that the stable master is terrified of your undead horse, which again is just staring blankly straight at it. And you find an inn for the night. And as you sort of settle down, you just occasionally just hear this. Now that's a great deal, but I got a better one for you. Is there anything you would like to do now you're in Tanterville? Like looking for shops or stuff or anything like that?
Probably replenish my arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a little bit of browsing, I suppose, see if I see anything particularly interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Of smithing and tinkering sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think Wraith will find wherever we park the cart up, hopefully somewhere slightly secluded. He's going to set the bath up and have a soak while everybody's wandering around town.
That's fine. So you dump all the carry weight out of the bath. So yes, that's
And
that.
Robin.
And Robin. Robin and Ruth and everyone else that's there. Alright, so you
I like the idea that Juniper is now just pinching stuff from bins and stuff, just like running around, just like, ooh, fresh fish.
Shiny. Fish. Shiny. Stabby.
Fish.
Fish. Fish.
just going and stealing everything from the fish market.
I swear I didn't intend to do like a haunted Victorian child voice. She just is.
Just is. Alright. Oh, as you
I'd like to have quiet word with the city guard as well, if they have any warrants to someone for Valerian or Lodgrok, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do they?
You go
in
speak
this
to them. They have several ones out for dwarves, including one for Lodrock, two for other dwarves that sound very similar to his description, but different names.
How interesting. Is it actually his full name? Lodgrok Ironfist? Or is it Lodgrok something else?
The fact that there's 3 warrants out for him, and all 3 of them are under different names, you suspect it's not his actual name.
Right, okay. I would like to invite them to have to observe a conversation between a dwarf and myself, and just see what they think or say.
All right.
Probably at the stable, I imagine.
So you get them to follow you back to the stable. I assume you're trying to talk to Valerian.
Yeah.
Well, as you get to the stable, you hear, "Did you hear that person over there? They wanted 4 gold for this room. I mean, 4 gold. That's cutting me throat, you know. So I got him down to 1 gold, and then I got him down to paying me 1 gold for staying there, for not the room being lying empty, because that's the worst thing, you know. Why are you out here anyway?"
To me or to someone else?
He's just looking to Manny, who's sitting on the cart, very confused. "To get you a room as well. They'll even pay you to stay there."
Hey, well, Lord Grok.
He sort of
Or
stops and turns around
Valerian.
going, "I have no idea what you mean."
Yeah. So, when you scampered off, that time you sold me for that iron, did you ever expect to go back to Starkhaven, or you just, I'm assuming the guards had like taken up unobtrusive observing positions while I talked to this guy. Did you ever expect to meet me again, or were you just hoping that the people you'd conned would never cross
Oh,
paths
I've
with you
never
again?
met you before in my life. I have no idea who you are.
Mm.
I have no idea what this gunpowder is you're trying to sell either. No, not at all.
Oh, you don't, do you? Because you seem mighty familiar with it on the road.
No, not at all. No, never seen you before in my life.
And what was it? What was your other name again? Sorry, you said you weren't
My
Lovegrok
name's
after all.
Valerian, friend. I don't have any other names. My mother was very distinctively gave me this one name.
Oh, I see. Can I remember any of the other names from the things?
There was. Let's just go with very simple names. Let's say the name Samuth,
That'll do.
and what's a more dwarven name?
That's fine. That'll do. Just one. I would like to keep him talking, and at some point, I'd like to slip in Samuth as I'm talking to him. And I'd like to see if I can get him to just sort of be like, "Oh yeah," that sort of like address him as such and have him not notice.
Mm-hmm.
What am I
Yeah,
rolling for
he's
that?
happy just sort of blurting away his own stuff, and you do that, and he just doesn't bat an eyelid, just carries on talking.
Womp womp. Alright, I think that's probably enough. I'd like to just sort of like wrap up conversation with alright, go back to conning the stable or whatever you're doing.
I would never do such a thing.
And
Just
then
trying to
wander back
make
to the
sure my
guards.
friend Manny here has a proper room.
I'd like to wander back to the guards and say, I mean, I think that's the guy you're looking for. I can't be certain, but
I mean, he does fit the description. But it says here that he said his name's Valerian.
although he didn't seem to object to being called. What was the other name?
Samuth and
Samuth.
Lodrek was the other one?
Lord Grok.
Lodgrok.
Although he's strangely enough, he seemed to be quite happy to be called Samuth without even noticing, almost like it was his real name. But ultimately, you're the guards around here.
We'll bring him in for questions. Walk over and go, "Excuse me, is your name Samuth?" No, I'm Valerian. Oh. Well, we have reason to believe that you're really Samuth, or you're really Lodgrick. I've never heard of either of those names before. I've always been Valerian. Oh. Are you new to these parts? Oh, totally new. Never been here before. Barely been out of my own village, you know. I'm a simple sort. I never leave town.
Can I roll to just pull up his underwear and see what name's on it?
You can, yes.
I love that.
Do I need to roll? Like dex?
Yes.
Yep. Roll to pull up. 10.
1 second. Need to check something. Got to find where I've actually put it. Thank you again. You go down, you grab his sort of you grab him by the sort of waist, pull his underwear up, and he goes, "Hey, what you?" On his underwear it says the name Bezrick.
Liar!
Hey, what you doing? What you doing? Let me go.
Name doesn't match.
My name's Valerian. What you talking about?
You have different underwear.
I mean, a dwarf's gotta have different underwear. You know, we can't just wear the same pair every day.
Someone help me out. Junior's words are not eloquent enough to actually pull this off.
Are you saying that you're wearing stolen underwear because they're not yours?
Oh, well, the pair I have with my actual name of Valerian are in the wash, obviously. And now we're in a big city. I've got a huge pile of clothing that's been put in the wash.
I thought you said you weren't never been to the big city before.
Oh, never. This is my first time experiencing a true laundrette.
So you stole a pair of underwear at the laundrette?
Well, you know, everyone has their kinks, but let's not get into that.
Can I hold a knife to his throat?
As theft.
You can hold a knife to his throat if you want.
Yep. Hawk.
You hold the knife to his throat and he goes, "Oh, God, I'm being threatened here. And I'm just a casual dwarven businessman who's just being threatened by this you can tell he's debating whether we should use a...
I'm gonna hold it closer and go, talk less.
Miscreant! The guard kind of leans down and goes, you are actually threatening him. I should really say this is not allowed.
Liar! He's lying!
Well, you're not...
Get Sergeant! She nods like, I know a big word. Listen to me.
He turns to the other guard and goes, "She wants the sergeant." "Oh, well, you better run get him then, Ron." "Oh, alright." So one of the guards trudges off, the other one sort of stands there awkwardly. And Valerian's just like, "Could you do something about this miscreant holding a knife to my throat, please?"
After Sergeant.
On the one hand, I don't want to see the man dead, but you did swindle me out 200 gold, so I'm really not super incentivized to help you out.
If 200 gold will settle it, I keep all my money on the cart there.
You need a new job.
Well, I'm breaking rocks with an iron around your neck.
I've only got this job, but first job I've had since leaving my village. Could you please not pull that as close to my neck as you are? It's getting harder to swallow.
Junie's gonna hold it slightly close and be like, right, new CV.
I'm gonna sort of grab the arm and be like, "Come on, let him. Don't kill the man, otherwise you'll end up in jail."
I'm trying not to. See? Tons of room to breathe.
At this point, a guard comes back, dragging behind a obviously drunk man. And as they get close, go, "Sarge, they wanted to talk to you." Okay. What's your problem? I'm sorry, Sergeant. This miscreant is holding this knife against my throat.
Hand over his mouth before he even gets the third word out, and be like, "Sergeant, we are placing this man under citizen's arrest. We are so glad that you're here to take this criminal into your jail so you can interrogate him. on suspicion of being a fraudster, a liar, a thief, and a conman by the name of, and then I'll rattle off the various names,
Okay.
as in various
He
aliases.
stares at you and then holds a finger up, puts a hand in a pocket and brings out a small bottle and glugs a couple of things, puts it back, and then goes, "Citizen's arrest."
Can I cast instant sobriety?
Do you have
He's not
instant
gonna like it.
sobriety?
No, I have heat, but that might work.
You're just gonna boil it out of it.
Anyone have a bucket of water handy?
We could boil his booze. That's work.
Is there water in the tub in the cart?
That's true. Wraith is in the
yeah,
tub.
Wraith is
Still,
in a lot of
Wraith
water
is
right
still
now.
in the tub with a loofah.
He's just
Can we
laying
just-
back.
Can we get him out here to just sober up this man, please?
If you want to interrupt Wraith, he's just reading the book of Fabric and Anatomy that he got a little while back, trying to find a way to kill these things. Just desperately leafing through it. Like, there's got to be a bloody solution to the next one that turns up.
Right.
And he'll glance over from the book and see you approaching. Need a hand?
Bad man! Bad man!
Oh, there's always bloody bad men. All right, give me a moment. You might not look away if you please. And
Junie's not looking away. She has no sense of shame.
Wraith will eye you wearily, and as best he can, try and slink out of the bath, hiding his modesty.
Junie's just staring and pointing, going, "Bad man, need arrest! Arrest!"
It'll be quicker if you look away, but all right, give me a minute. He'll quickly dry off and get dressed and
Okay.
head
So
over.
Wraith comes out, and the drunken sergeant is just swaying back and forth and going, "So, I want to arrest that," and he just pokes Valerian in the stomach, who's trying to talk under the hand of is it Enough? Inky? What's his name?
Ink Garnham from
Ink Garnham.
I'm in full like grovel mode. I've had experiences with town guards before. Come on now. I'm like, yes, Sergeant. I can see that this is a well-oiled machine of guardsmanship, and I'm certain that you'll be able to do what is correct in this situation.
Well, he needs to go before a judge, and that's legal expense.
Well,
He's right.
Wraith will raise his hand and an eyebrow towards everybody else. Well, I happen to be in the legal field, and I'm not quite qualified as a judge yet, but this could be my first ruling. We could see.
All right, okay, well, sure. So, this gentleman says he's not who they say he is. Do you have anything to say, sir? And he sort of gestures towards Valerian, who is desperately trying to get Ink's hand off his mouth so he can talk.
Alright, I relent and take that. I'm assuming the knife is no longer quite as near to his throat.
Well, the knife kind of went away from his throat when Junie ran off to get Wraith.
Oh yeah, point. Alright, I'll let it.
But it's still in my hands.
It's still at hand's length. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him and be close. But
I
I'll
mean,
take the
what
hand off.
kind of cheap court is this that you're doing it in a back alleyway, and we should have some grandeur here?
You stole underwear.
No, I'm not some kind of weirdo. I don't do that kind of thing.
Can I just, like, poke Wraith and get, like, check?
Check its underwear. I'll take it on good faith that everyone has examined the evidence. Not sure I need to sully my hands right now, especially having just cleaned them, but,
Different name.
yes. Well, I know a little about this man already. I've had time to judge him quite accurately, I should think, and well...
I know letter
well-
V, no V on his name in underwear.
See, I mean, it's not a bad thing that you know me well as a character witness, Ruth, you know exactly who I am and what I'm capable of. She just looks at Wraith and goes, Ruth, you hear me?
I think that this is a sign of exactly how little you care about our group, my friend. I'm Wraith. Ruth is, well, off in the cart right now, but that's neither here nor there.
Ruth, Wraith, you know who I'm talking about. Don't be like that.
I think you should just quieten down for a moment while I have a word with our guard friend here. And we come to a decision about exactly what happens with you.
Now, come on now. That's not how we discussed before.
Ink, was it? Would you mind?
The sergeant kind of slowly goes, Judge, I can't do anything about it. What's your call, Judge?
Well, the man's clearly guilty. I think the quick and fair thing here would be to put him in the local stocks. Let the local people have their way with him for a little while. Maybe he'll learn his lesson. Of course, that'll give us time to move on with our business.
Okay, well, just take him away then. And the two guardsmen sort of shrug and go on and take one on each side of Valerian and start frog marching him out. They go, now, like, come on, I think an appeal should be fine. Come on, everyone, come on. As he gets slowly led away by the guards.
He'll probably get pelted with a few tomatoes or whatever. I don't know, are there tomatoes? Lawmaster, please, inform us. Are there tomatoes in the game? Has there been the Columbian exchange?
I assume Bass confused by that conversation. So yes.
Baffled.
Yes. So Valerian is taken away. And about an hour later, you come by the town square to find him. Like, he is in stocks, and he's like, "Come on now, you can't just do this to me. I've done so much to help you all."
Help and hinder in equal measure, I think, is fair. And well, with your reputation being what it is, the people will make of you what they will.
Oh, come on now. I mean, like, is this a suitable thing for a dwarven royal family member?
That's a new one.
Yeah, I'm, I'm actually Prince L'Oreal.
What are you doing on the surface then?
Oh, I was here for a diplomacy mission, and I thought I'd just take some time trying to be one of the normal people. But I'm actually of dwarven royal blood, so if you please. He gestures towards the lock.
Well, we don't have any jurisdiction here, I'm afraid. You have to get the local guard or possibly the any other royalty involved to let you out. It's kind of out of our hands. Sorry about that.
Come
No
on.
jurisdiction at all. Not anymore.
Come on. I mean, Manny wouldn't let me be stuck here. Would you, Manny? You brought Manny with you, right?
No, he's still at the stable at the moment. He's just gone
Asleep.
to the little boy's room.
He just turns to Wraith and goes, he turns it as he can in the stocks and goes, Ruth, come on. You could let me out. Come on, how bad have I been to you?
If he doesn't stop talking soon, I'm going to slit his throat.
Please don't. He'll make a lot more trouble.
Kick him in the shin for calling me Ruth again. It's Wraith, and don't you forget it.
I mean, we could make him be a Grey Warden, but I don't know how efficient or like how worth it would be for him to be a Grey Warden.
Well, it would guarantee his death in 30 to 40 years. But then again, you could say the same anyway about most of us, so...
Alright. So you head off back to your night lodgings as you see a group of children armed with some very rotten fruit approaching the stocks that Valerian's in.
We did.
And we will.
Oh well, he'll be fine. A couple days of being pelted won't kill him.
Yep, and we will wind up there for this week. So, does anyone have anything they wish to add before we stop?
I'm very glad he's gone.
Hmm.
Well, he's not gone yet. I mean, we're still in town
Yeah.
and he's in the stocks, so we'll see.
He's more gone adjacent.
I'm
Dealt
glad
with
he's
for
not
now.
following us around anymore.
Yeah, gives us a break. Although to be fair, well, no, actually, I didn't just meet him today, did I? I met him a long time ago, but I've only just re-met him today.
All right. Oh, that will do us for today then. So thank you all for watching along. We will, we'll wind up there. Our next streams will be Monday. It should be me and Barry playing some more Temtem. Tuesday should be it's just indie horror all night because it's not overlasting week. Wednesday is more Power World with myself, Tom, and Zeph. Thursday is more indie horror. Friday is more Barotrauma, and next Sunday should be more Dark Tide as usual. There is no one on we know that is doing anything, so sadly we are just going. I don't really want to faff around trying to find someone to raid into when I don't know anyone on, so I'm just going to just wind the thing up and just end it sadly there. But yes, thanks everyone for watching. I think I'll need to remember to do the affiliate thing. If you want some cheaper dice from wonderful places, or some things to augment your game, we have 10% off the dice with code PenaceRPG at checkout, or 20% off at gemhammer.com with PenaceRPG at checkout. Both do some interesting things that you can use to have more fun with your RPG games. So yes, check them out. And Mr. Eden, are you doing any streams anytime soon?
Possibly next Saturday, not 100%, but as ever, links if it happens.
Alrighty, well, you can find Mr. Eden over at Monkey Magic Eden. So yes, that will do us for this week. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll catch you next week. Until then, you all take care. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.